Hi my loves, and welcome to my channel. My name is Erica. This is GypsyCowgirlTarot. I am a psychic medium, oracle, and a prophetess. So if this is your first time in, my loves, welcome in. We are a high vibe tribe and a pillar of light channel. Those of you guys returning, welcome back, my loves. All right, so you guys have seen the title. You guys already know why you're here. This is an energy check-in, a channeled message for the divine masculine and divine feminine, twin flame, or soulmate collected. You guys see a little orb just now. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. I did open up space, of course, and called in divine protection and light and all the things, right? So I'm being guided to connect with the DMs on a spiritual level in this message, meaning we're going to see what's going on within them spiritually. We're going to see what's going on with their awakening, where they're at, what they're feeling, what their guidance is, how they're connecting, you know, all the good stuff, right? So, should be a good one. All right, let's see. Already been shuffling for the divine masculine. Please, for the divine... Okay, right away. Okay, we have the Akashic Stargate showing up and the Arcturian light codes. All right, so we have a lot of benevolent guidance happening right now, a lot of cosmic, spiritual guidance happening for the divine masculines and for the feminines. Okay, much of this that I channel out will resonate with you guys as well, or whoever is watching. Maybe you are a divine masculine here, you know, tuning into the message, but I do have predominantly a lot of divine feminine energies who have, you know, been led to the channel. So the Akashic Stargate, aligned with your purpose, crossroads, and there's no wrong path. Okay, so on a spiritual level, you guys, they are aligning to the higher self, right? They've aligned. It literally says this right here. Connecting to their Akash, the Akashic Stargate, the Akashic portal, where they are walking through these new doorways. You know, this is like many options, you know, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel right now. They're seeing options in their life. They're seeing these doorways and pathways open, whereas before there was blockages, you know, they couldn't see past the 3D matrix, the logic, you know, just whatever that was and however that looks for them, right? You know, for some of you guys, it's, you know, religion or, you know, the way you were raised, family backgrounds, cultures. You know, for some it's physical distance. Maybe, you know, there's long distance. With a twin flame connection, there are oftentimes these 3D quote blocks that will be viewed as a block, as something that makes this impossible, whether it's an age difference, again, you know, religious stuff, background, things of that nature. But a lot of times with the twins, they've been, you know, placed in different parts of the world, and it's about coming together in the 3D. So for many masculines, they've looked at this like, you know, it was impossible at one point, or that was a part of their 3D excuses, basically, okay? This right here is showing you, first of all, rainbows. Pay attention to the rainbow synchronicities right now, okay? The rainbows are going to be showing up nonstop, literally today, for the very first time ever in my life, you guys. Yes, I can tune into people's auras. Yes, I can pick up on the colorings and energies of the auric fields. You know, over the past, I'm gonna say 6 months or so, newer parts of my gifts, you know, which is a lot. One of it is seeing with my physical eyes, the colors, energies, orbs, whatever it is, whether it's coming from the sun, just randomly through the air, right? It's literally with your physical eyes being able to see through the veil, you know, and just today, I was in the shower, shaving my legs, and I, out of nowhere, saw like exactly this, like this rainbow. I saw a full spectrum rainbow, like in my shower with me, like in my eyesight. And I don't recall what I was thinking of in that exact moment, but I saw it and I was like, holy crap, you know, that's crazy, right? But, and maybe that's happening for some of you guys, but it's just in general, the rainbow energy right now, it's serendipitous, it's divine intervention, it's, you know, divinity. It has to do with the light codes, it's spiritual activations and upgrades, but it's very destined, serendipitous type of energy, very magical energy. You know, the rainbow is also, right, quote, the promise from God after the storms, you know, of faith. You know, I will always calm the storms. I will always be there to help weather the storms. Have faith no matter what storms you are going through in life, and the rainbow will come, right? Essentially, in essence, okay, aligned with purpose. As said right there, they're aligned and attuned to what their purpose is. You know, the people who, you know, and even like the purpose for situations and people and, you know, things in their lives, right? I'm aligning to the fact that this no longer feels like that is something that is meant to be in my life, or this feels like this is something that is meant to be in my life. Aligning with the purpose. This no longer serves a purpose, so I'm aligning to remove this. This no longer feels like it has a purpose in my life, but this does. Where I feel like I'm being led, where I feel like I'm being drawn to, where I feel like I'm being divinely guided. They're looking at all these different portals, all these new pathways, all these options. But the biggest one here with the rainbow for me, it's like, it's you. It's this connection. It's like the biggest portal that they are being guided to walk through, to connect with, to take a leap and just jump right through it, right? Crossroads. They're no longer at these crossroads. Or for some of them, maybe they're at these crossroads right this moment. But as they align and attune to their Akash, to their past life memories, to their soul memories, soul wisdoms, the energy and feeling of what that is and what that brings to them, right? It's aligning them to the destined path. No wrong path. They're realizing, again, where they used to make judgments and have that real ego-driven, you know, thing of, well, what if I take the wrong path? What if I make the wrong choice, right? What if I mess up, you know, la 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 la. What this is confirming is that they've ascended beyond those confounds, those chains, those you know, that kept them in a very uncomfortable but comfort zone. It's an uncomfortable zone, uncomfort zone, right? It used to be comfort zone, now it's uncomfort zone, right? I'm also getting that the masculine, for a very long time, they've been wondering, ever since meeting you, how their life has been called to change so much, how they've had this like inner pull to, I'm hearing clean up, do better, expand. It's kind of like the universe, they've been experiencing a lot of like tower in moments in judgment. So it's like they're also connecting the dots here of, I've taken the wrong paths by not aligning and not following what I feel is the voice of my soul, what I feel is my intuition and what's true in my heart of hearts, right? Like, I'm realizing through my own awakening and ascension that there are no wrong paths, that everything is always meant for me, that everything is always working out for me, and that as long as I trust and as long as I heal and stop and break these patterns that keep me feeling just tormented and stuck and stressed and in chaos, depleted of energy, I feel used. I feel like some people around me have, you know, agendas, they're opportunists. right? They're realizing all of this, okay? Again, there's clear options here, no smoke and mirrors. They see through the illusion, through the smoke and mirrors, okay? So they have decided that, yeah, I've been at a crossroads. I'm making my decisions. I know that there is no wrong path. The only wrong path is the one that I'm keeping myself stuck on at this moment. The minute I choose to move forward, take a new direction, whatever it is, I have this feeling that things will just shift in my life. Things will just change. They'll get better. My finances will get better. You know, I won't have as many issues or problems, you know, creating stress and chaos in my life, not just connecting to a karmic partner, but in all ways. Okay. With the Arcturian light codes, all right, the Arcturians are showing up. They've been coming through very heavily for me personally the past several days. I will be sharing a prophetic dream. It wasn't a dream. It was when I was astral traveling that I did share on my Instagram. It was like a 25-minute recorded voice message that I 11 I just saw, that I literally recorded it right when I opened my eyes the other morning, because I travel constantly. I do a lot of my light work constantly. I visit places. I remember things. I don't remember things. This was very vivid. This was the craziest, most surreal, most vivid, like prophetic interaction where I actually had an Arcturian elder being and a Pleiadian elder being both beamed down in front of me in light, in this huge beam of light. And they appeared in front of me and they both spoke to me. And I saw visions of what's to come. And this was a confirmation of a prophetic vision, okay? Minus the two beings that came to confirm and speak with me and share with me. The vision of what I was seeing was a vision that I had like 2 years ago, like between a year and a half, 2 years ago, where I kept seeing thousands and thousands and thousands of spaceships, of light crafts from our cosmic family descending to Earth to assist. Okay, so I will be talking about that and sharing that, and probably just uploading the recordings to here. But this has been like, this kind of energy is very intense, very heavy right now. They are with us. They are with the DMs. They are with their light workers, the star seeds. They are with humanity. Okay, there's a sense of believing in more that's happening with the divine masculines in a huge way, right? Again, the confounds and constructs of the 3D paradigm that they were so much addicted to, just like all of us prior to our awakening, they're seeing through that. They're seeing through the falseness of the matrix, of their realities in a big way. They're seeing the falseness in the friendships, partnerships, you know, things of that nature. They're seeing through it. I'm hearing no more people pleasing. You know, for a lot of these masculines, just like you, they've had it very difficult. They've had it very rough within their lives. They've held a lot within from childhood. They've pushed stuff down. They weren't dealing with it. They wanted to forget it. They didn't heal these parts. This is the stuff that has been coming up like crazy for everybody, but for the DMs too. And instead of ignoring it, they're connecting to, whoa, why am I thinking of this moment when, you know, an example, when my father spanked me too hard when I was young, you know? Yes, right, a lot of us, we got spankings, you know, and it wasn't abuse, right? It wasn't like, you know, and for some it was, and that's not okay. And that's what the inner child is needing to release and look at and heal, right? So for you guys, right, and this is just one example, right, that I'm just being given, or that I'm, you know, sharing for these masculines, you know, let's say they had a father who, you know, spanked them, right? What I'm getting is like this, like people pleasing, you know, like that's like where a lot of it started. Like, I'm a bad child. I do bad things. I need to people please. I need to make sure that this doesn't happen. Not only because I'm terrified of getting another spanking, right? But because I don't want my mom or my dad to be upset with me, right? And in that moment, their truth, which was, ow, this hurts, you're hurting me, or this is too much, that's too hard, or this isn't okay, I'm just a child. Whatever was going through the child's mind at this time, or example, the DM's mind as a child, maybe even yours, it started blocking things, right? And this is just, again, one little example, okay? Could have been, there could be hundreds and thousands of examples throughout our lives, right? But these masculines, they've been holding and harboring this, like, I gotta do good, I gotta perform, I can't mess up, I gotta, you know, make everyone happy, you know, I gotta take on this responsibility, you know, a lot of, you know, the parental energy, the parents very deeply wounded, not acknowledging their own trauma, their own pain, their own shit, and projecting it upon the child. Okay? The DMs are awakening to all of this stuff. They're looking back on moments in their life, moments with you, moments with, you know, lovers from their past, you know, and they're seeing things in a new light, a new way than they've ever seen things before. You know, they may be looking at a past relationship that was very volatile or very toxic, very vicious, right? Very karmic and toxic. And they might be going, whoa, I'm seeing things clearly now. This is the reason why I acted the way I did in this relationship, and this and this and that. Or I understand now why I was so triggered, or la 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 la, whatever it is, right? They are seeing through the things. They're connecting the dots and they're healing. They're healing it, okay? Now, the other part of this is, let's see what this card even says. I'm just channeling, talking. But if you are new here, my loves, you know, I am a channeler. Like, I just share what comes through. I connect to the energy, to the collective, and I just share what comes through. You know, the cards are fantastic and phenomenal, and they are great for divining and for being, you know, a medium while channeling and all that, and to confirm, but they're not needed for me to connect to the energy, or like in a personal reading, my client's energy, and channel and share what I receive from, you know, source, your guides, my guides, higher self, all of that, right? Okay, so evolutionary downloads, recalling your power and future thinking. Are you kidding me? Beautiful energy too with these cards, with all this yellow and this like soft pink energy. It's very like flirty. It's very like friendshipy, flirty, kind-hearted, easy kind of going. It represents like friendliness, affection, you know, all of that kind of stuff. I'm getting Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. This is someone who deeply desires a new beginning with you. Okay, they deeply desire that. They've always desired this. They've always loved you. They've always connected with you. They've never let you go. Nor you them. You've never let them go. Now, physically, many of you guys, you did. But, right, you knew what this was on a soul level before your person did, before the masculine did. You know, I often use the analogy of puberty. When we go through puberty, right? You know, the girls usually start going through puberty first, you know, and then the boys catch up. It's the same thing with our awakenings and our, you know, the masculine energy just operates a little differently. It's a little slower, more stubborn. Fearful of the wounds, of the abandonment. Whereas the feminine energy is a little bit more, I mean, you guys could have these same inner fears and core wounds or whatever. Okay, if you're a twin flame, oftentimes the twins, you know, you could be very different here in the 3D realm. You could be very different. You could also be very alike in many ways, obviously. Maybe they do something very polar opposite of what you do for work, or your family is very opposite, or the way you were raised was very opposite. But there could also be so many things that mirror same experiences. Well, many of you guys, like twin flames, you guys have experienced very similar kind of wounds, you know, karma, you know, things of that nature, right? And what I'm getting is like the DM right now, yes, you feel like home. Yes, you feel like that's where I'm meant to go. That's where I belong, right? But there's this like just inner knowing right now that they're connecting to on such a profound level with this. That's like, I'm thinking about my life and my future, like I said, where there was blocks before, there's no longer blocks. There's open. It's open. No more detours, no more road closures. Like, it is open. The roads are open. The pathways are open. This is about free will. And they are definitely being guided by the universe and universal forces. Okay? Universe has their back, has your back, has this connection's back. This is for the highest and greatest good right here, these type of connections. And if you're watching this and if you have animosity, anger, resentment, if you are clinging to a physical outcome with this person where you feel like your life can't be whole and complete and good and happy until this person comes in or another person comes in to fulfill the holes that create separation within yourself, this is not your message. This is not your reading. Can it be? Sure. But it's going to be future influence way down the road. And that's just how it is. Those of you guys tuning in that are feeling unconditional love for yourself and your divine masculine without judgments for yourself and your divine masculine. For those of you guys tuning in where you have compassion, empathy, and love and forgiveness for yourself, for the collective, for humanity, for things you see in the world, and for your divine masculine, this is your message. You are in a place, in a frequency, in a vibration where you are ready to receive. And of course, that is an overall energy, right? Not every single person who's tuning in is gonna, you know, be on that timeline. But I will tell you, if you resonate with that last part that I just said, this is either happening for you now, very soon, or it's coming in. Okay? All right, but we can't ever guarantee that a DM or you know, that they're going to come in. There's nobody in the world that can predict a human's free will. Okay? There's those of us who can get pretty damn close to it. Okay? But there's no guarantee ever, right? Sorry, you guys, I've been so thirsty. Just all is integrating. Make sure you're staying hydrated. Make sure you are clearing your energy daily. Make sure you're smudging daily. Make sure, you know, if you need to, multiple times a day. This is no like one and done. Oh yeah, I can't tell you how many times I will be like with a client or I'll get like a comment on here and it's like, oh yeah, I do that. I just cleansed my space last week. You know, I cleansed my, you know, I do smudge. This is like daily. If you're like interacting on devices where you're using the black screen, where entities can come through or other energies or people sending evil eye can come through or whatever it is, people can do that energetically upon you just by thinking about you. Someone just think about you and be like, I can't stand that person. They are sending that energy to your energy field, right? Yes, you guys have guidance. Yes, you guys have, you know, spiritual protection, but this is a journey about being responsible with our energy. So this is a call to action probably for some of you guys. I'm telling you, you guys, you don't have to work like on a daily basis as a psychic medium or someone like myself or doing energy work with people daily. You guys are walking, talking, breathing energy 24/7. You are energy. Do you see the orb? Thank you, Spirit, for coming through. All right, just a little clearing. All right, just a little clearing. All right, so, you know, and, you know, if you don't wish to receive the little clearing and healing, all you got to say to yourself right now is, I do not receive that. I do not consent. You know, but anyways, speaking of clearing and smudging, etc., right? Calling your power back to you daily. I call all of my my energy, I call all of my power back to me now, through all space and time, through every dimension, every interaction. And so it is. Aho. Okay? And those of you guys wondering what aho is, it's like amen, right? Amen. You know, ase, it is the same thing, but it is Native American culture. Aho is what the Lakota tribes say, but it's also just Native American, just in general, of that. All right. So I say aho. Okay. After, you know, working with Lakota tribes, that's what has stuck with me. But whatever comes to mind for you, you know, amen, amen, aho, ase, whatever it is, right? You don't even have to say anything as long as you confirm your intention with so it is, and so it is. It is done, whatever it is, okay? So anyways, sacral chakra energies on the bottom of the deck. The divine masculines are no longer feeling a resistance to the possibility of you. They are feeling everything inside of them that says, why aren't we together? Why couldn't we be together? All of the like excuses and reasonings that they had in their ego mind, okay, before, those are gone. All they are seeing now is infinite potential here, infinite possibility, and the fact that you are this blissful, happy, just grounded, good energy to them. You guys are that to each other. With the twin flame energy, you guys, it's unconditional love. It's unconditional. That's how you know right there if you're a twin flame or not also. If you guys went through a separation, right? Which if you're a twin, you do very quickly. Twin flames do not date. This is another way you will know for if you're a twin flame or not. Twin flames, once you guys meet again in the physical, that's what we call the 3D reunion. Then there's separation. Then if both parties do the healing work and everything and ascend, and both of you, your free will says yes, okay, then you will come back into 3D union. All right. So the initial meeting is your reunion in the physical, right? So when you reunite with your twin in the 3D before separation and triggering occurs, it only lasts for a few months. Okay. I call it like, it's like the twin flame honeymoon phase. And that's how you know. A twin flame is not someone you meet and spend 5 years with, 2 years with, 1 year with, in a committed relationship or dating or whatever. The triggering will occur very early on and everything shifts and transforms. You start elevating as the divine feminine like shoo, crazy. The self-love comes through so fast. You start shifting your life. You take better care of yourself. The self-love, I can't say that enough, comes through so strong and powerful where your DM will see you from wherever they're at in the world, and however they have kept eyes on you, they will see the glow up. They will see the elevation. They will see that they misjudged. They will see that they were wrong as far as what they were, you know, thinking in the ego in regards to you or this connection, you know, all the things, you know, but it happens quite early on and very quickly, right? So if you're tuning in and you're like, I'm a twin flame DM, you know, I was with this person for 2 years and then we broke up and now we're in separate. It's not a twin flame. It's just, it's not a twin flame, you know, and that could be very triggering for some people. And it's not like that's a bad thing. Like, my God, I don't know where this, like, this hysteria has stemmed from in the collective. I do. It's from readers romanticizing the journey who aren't on the journey and don't know what they're talking about out there, you know. Every reader, they want, thank you Spirit for showing up in this message. That was a big orb that just dropped down. They are, and I just posted about this a few days back on the community page. It was a channel message from Mary Magdalene and Yeshua just came through, and I was, you know, I was already like done. I had eaten dinner. I was like, right. And it was like, it came through so strongly from them. This was information, and it's nothing bad. Again, you know, I don't know why people like, you know, I've seen comments where people are like, I just want to meet a twin flame. I'm like, do you really though? No, you don't. Like, if you, first of all, this is not something we choose. Okay, you're either a twin flame or you're not a twin flame. You don't choose to be a twin. You can't wish to meet a twin. You know, if maybe you have a deep inner knowing of being a twin flame, all right, a deep remembrance of knowing that, that's a little different. But it's not like, oh, I just want to meet the love of my life. I hope it's a twin flame. Like, no, a twin flame is an arduous, like very healing and beautiful, but very difficult journey at times to be on. All right. First of all, the majority of the journey, like for a lot of it, you know, you are alone. There is a solo, you are alone. And, you know, the DM or, you know, you may like have karma to work out. So oftentimes, again, in separation, that's why they go back to karmic parties, or they get themselves involved with karmic energies. Sometimes it's the feminines that do that, but the masculines, you know, that's why, right? Why did I start this? Oh, I know why. Because I will see comments where people have anger or animosity towards what they think is their twin flame, and it's not. You can tell so easily, because a twin flame is unconditional love. Okay? They may get breadcrumby, they may get ghosty, they may pull back, they may get triggered and run, but your twin flame is not someone who has gotten up in your face and called you the worst names in the world. Your twin flame is not someone who has hit you or abused you in some kind of way. All right? That's why they run when they get triggered, because they cannot be that way to you. All right? I've seen comments of people like, my twin flame has done black magic. No, not a twin flame. That's a karmic. That's a karmic. All right? This is just like coming through so strongly because it is so important at this point in time in the Earth's upgrade and ascension that we know the difference. And that's why I am here. Not to be best friends and to be Miss Popular by, you know, putting, you know, hashtag twin flame, hashtag soulmate on every single message just to get views and subscribers and to fill my bank account. I'm here to divinely guide, to divinely lead, to divinely protect sacred unions, to bring truth to this. Right? So maybe you're not on the twin flame journey right now, and maybe, you know, this brings some clarification to you. Not once ever have I been, you know, I have felt upset or disappointed towards the twin flame energy and twin flame connection and journey, right? But that was my own humanistic, my own human stuff, my 3D stuff on a soul level. There's no room for that. And never once have I ever felt angry at my twin or rage towards my twin or like animosity or like, you know, never once have I ever thought like something like, oh, good, you laid your bed, you go lay in it, you know, never once, because it's unconditional. All you want for this person, no matter what, whether they choose you, come back, heal, whatever, because you know what this is on a 5D level, and you know the 3D is the lie, right? So you have nothing but unconditional love. I have never wanted anything for my twin but for them to be happy. I don't care if it's with me or not. I have prayed for their healing and their ascension, for them to see through the illusion and falseness, to rise up and live their best life and be happy and live in contentment, joy, and bliss. That's how you know it's a twin. And if it's a past life soulmate, you will have very similar feelings and all the things, but you know, because it's a very evolved you guys are old souls in that way, right? You could feel very much of the same stuff. But like a past life soulmate is someone that maybe you've been with before and had a relationship with. A past life soulmate, maybe you were married to this person before and you guys went separate ways and through your healing and everything else, you can come back together now and live out your best days together, okay? So a little bit of difference, right? Karma and karmic is like, okay, you don't bring out the best in one another. You bring out the worst. There's an expiration date. You can feel it. You can feel it. And when you get to that point, you know it. And you know it's time to go. You chuck the deuces and you go, right? Twin flames don't have that expiration date. And past life soulmates, you're going to not have that expiration date either. You're going to feel that, you know. You guys may move on in life or meet someone new, but yeah. And for twins, it's a little bit more difficult because twin flame energy, like, I mean, just like a destined past life energy, you know, where you're meant to meet, or a karmic where you're meant to meet and go through the karma with that person. You know, twin flame is, I forget where I was going with that. I forget where I was going with that. It is, you guys are meant to, you know, if you're both incarnated in the same reality, in the same dimension, I mean, you guys are like, you know, if you're both physically here on earth at this time, yeah, you guys are supposed to be together. Yes, absolutely. But again, there's no guarantee. So where are we at? 3626. Okay, the Merkaba activation. The Merkaba is going to be huge right now because there's like such powerful activation. Archangel Metatron energy is all over this. All right. I'm also getting, okay, so Metatron, Sandalphon, Michael, and Raphael are helping a lot at this time. Transcendence, ascension, you are rising up. The masculine is transcending the illusion, the obstacles, the blocks. They are rising up into their power, into their divinity, into their truth. Okay, the coloring in these two cards is very similar. So it shows you here that these messages go together, right? The Arcturian light codes, the Arcturians bring the message letting us know in this moment. Divine masculines upon earth at this time that are meant to rise, awaken, and ascend. We are here letting you know this is happening. They are receiving evolutionary downloads, which create so much change, so much rapid ascension and change in their life. This is rapidly happening. No more wasting time. They are recalling their power as they transcend. They are recalling their power as they ascend. They are recalling their power, and because of that, they are rising up. They want to be with you. They feel the pull to be with you in the physical because you are together in the 5D. It is transcending the illusion. It is transcending the 3D blocks and obstacles here. This is beautiful, okay? I wasn't expecting to get like on that little tangent about kind of like the differences between, you know, twins and whatnot, but you know, and I said in my post the other day, that was the channeling from Mary Magdalene and Yeshua, who are twin flames. So those of us who are twin flames, if we are twin flame, you know, if we're in the spiritual community, if we have some type of platform, this is a part of our light work. We carry sacred knowledge, ancient wisdom, certain activation codes, okay? Things of that nature that are precise to the twin flame journey, okay? And anybody, a 3-year-old can buy a deck of cards and attune to the energy, but a twin flame reader is going to bring forth much different and more profound messages than another reader would that's not a twin flamer on the journey. Okay, so you have to use discernment. All right, I'm not saying that if you watch a reader who's not a twin flame and they're pulling on the energy that they're wrong, but you have to use discernment, because I have seen so much BS and so much lies being fed to the collective in regards to these unions, and it's based on ego and opinion. from people who aren't twin flames or on the journey, right? That's what I mean. But they have no problem using the word twin flame in their reading, or, you know, hashtagging it to you know, to pull people in for likes. Okay? So, you know, just whatever. Heads up. Star gathering. Stars aligned, remembering home, soul family. Whoa. And look at this beautiful, like purpley, like this is about mystery and passion, magic, mystic energy, mysticism. They're connecting to their mystical side. You know, for many of you guys, you are a mystic, right? Maybe your DM was, you know, scared of that. Maybe your DM judged that. Maybe your DM thought, there's no way that my family and, you know, that they will accept this person. I feel that for many of you guys, they even judged you. Your, you know, what you believed or what you aligned with. Now what maybe they judged or what they thought was weird or woo-woo or, you know, kind of cuckoo crazy, right? A little bit. They are now living it themselves. They are now witnessing and seeing it full spectrum in their lives, in their daily lives. You're nowhere around this person, yet the same things that you've talked about or shared, or number signs, or just miraculous moments, or law of attraction, anything. It could be anything. They are seeing it. They are connecting to that. They know that this is divine truth. And their minds are blown. So many of them, their minds are blown. For some of you guys, you warned your DM about people, situations in their life. They didn't listen. That's okay. It's not our job to, you know, I was actually, I'm going to be doing a karmic reading for karmic situations, but I received the download, like, you know, about these kind of situations. You know, a karmic situation feeds the ego, not the soul, right? A karmic situation, oftentimes, if you're in a karmic connection, there's a lot of, it might start off all very intense and loving. It actually, most of them do. There's usually extreme attraction, chemistry, you know, it's very sexual a lot of the times. And that's oftentimes why the issues or red flags are overlooked, right? Because of other stuff. It's just very tumultuous is the energy I want to say. But the karmic connections, they're always going to be that imbalance and disconnect. Someone's more affectionate, the other one's not. Someone, you know, takes pictures of the two of you guys, and, you know, when you're out and about, and the other one has no concern ever to do that, you know, and it bothers the other person. How come you never take pictures of us? You know, I'm always the one pulling out my camera, wanting to, you know, thinking of us and thinking of the memories in these moments. How come you don't? Or it's the way they talk to each other. They're constantly trying to coach each other on how to communicate, you know. Well, if you know, if you just said this, and, you know, I wouldn't react this way, and, you know, why can't you just talk to me differently? Or why don't you say I love you more? Or, you know, I need more, you know, there's this constant, like, needing to coach each other on how to be with each other one way or the next. And that's just the tip of the iceberg of one common trait. A divine connection will never be that way. A divine connection is divine. It is literally the stars aligning, like this card says. And everything within the union aligns too. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be all, you know, unicorns, rainbows, and butterflies, because you're still humans having these experiences, right? So, but it's never going to be disconnected the way karmic stuff is. You're never going to have to coach your twin flame or your divine soulmate how to speak to you, or how to make you feel more loved, or, you know, or you're never gonna have to worry about them being like super disrespectful to you and like being toxic to you. These are things that don't exist in these frequencies of the connections. That's how you know. That's how you know. And if it's not that, right, then that's how you know. Right? Okay. So anyways, confirmation here. The stars are aligning for the masculine. The stars have aligned. Again, how I said in the beginning, you feel like home, right? We know this. It's home is where the heart is. Home is where the soul pulls you to. And it will keep pulling you there for as long as it needs to until you align to that. And for some, maybe they never do, but there will always be that pull to you. They can resist their whole lives with free will, but they will never not feel you. They will always have this pull to you. Yeah. And with twin flames, it's like this magnetizing back to each other. You know, the DM magnetizing back and back, you know. So, you know, either way, for many of you guys, the message here is, right, bottom of the deck is Heart of Source. All-encompassing love, unconditional acceptance, and serenity. You see that's proving what I said earlier about the differences between these kinds of connections and a twin flame and all that. And I said it's unconditional love. It's all-encompassing, unconditional love. And what happens is when you meet this person, it ignites that love within you both. What happens is, though, the feminine starts embodying on many levels that all-encompassing love, that unconditional love. It goes with it. It goes inward. They go inward with that. We've gone inward with that, right? Okay, so showing here that this is all-encompassing for them. They're sleeping, and breathing feminine right now. They are sleeping, and breathing the love that they feel for you, the emotions that they feel for you. Okay, so let me pull a few, and then we have Memories of Atlantis. I love that this card, though, says the stars have aligned, your soul family, and remembering home. That is very profound for this message. Very profound. Speaking of home, okay, many twin flames who are incarnated here, myself included, we were in Atlantis together. All right? Many of us. And you'll know if that resonates with you because you just know. You just know. Our memories of Atlantis are coming through so profoundly right now, so strongly for so many of you guys. You could be having dreams, all right, where you go and it's like lifetimes in Atlantis, or you're just or maybe it's a past life where you're visiting and you're there again. I don't know. You'll know. Clips or readers talking about it, pulling cards, giving you insight, confirmation, you know, all of that. But this is proof here that they are remembering on a deep level. Spiritual acceleration, that's what I said, rapid and all that in the beginning. Progress and technology. All right, so through technology, they will be reaching out to further communication with you, I believe, in face-to-face form. They definitely want to see you. This is not, I want to have this long drawn-out conversation over the phone of, yeah, I want to catch up. Yeah, but I want to see you. They want to see you. Okay, so there's been a lot of spiritual acceleration. So many evolutionary downloads. Realizing that there is no wrong path, but the one they've currently been running on in circles on a hamster wheel with. That's the wrong path. That's what they've realized. Doesn't matter which way and direction I go, to my feminine, which is, yeah, where they're called to, many of them for sure, or another path. I know that no matter what, you know, the stars will align for me. Okay, that's where they're at. Massive activations here. Okay, and then confirming even further is the sun energy, divine masculine energy. This is about the central sun. Okay, there's so much protection right now. I'm even getting that for many feminines, like, yes, there are soulmates, you know, being magnetized to you. Yes, there are other people in your energy field besides the DM. But I do feel that spirit is really protecting you from all kinds of interactions right now. Anything that will bring you out of alignment or pull you down, or anyone or things of that nature. You're being very protected, and so is the masculines. Abundance, downloads, regeneration, and success. Yep, there it is. All right. So anyways, my loves, if this is your message today, of course, claim the energy is yours, right? Thank you for all of the likes, for all your comments and, you know, subscribing, all the things. I mean, thank you, because that is literally what helps get these messages out to other soul family members and light workers, starseeds here on YouTube. So I appreciate that, you know, because it does. The interaction, when you interact with anyone's channel, it helps the channel. It tells YouTube that, hey, this is a person worth watching, or this is a message that, you know, more people need to hear. And, you know, I trust the people who are divinely led and guided or needing to hear this, they will receive it, but it's paying it forward. So thank you for that, my loves, and your fellow collective soul found, thanks you as well. And I like interacting in the comment section below with you guys. I may not, like, obviously, you know, respond to every single comment, but I will respond to comments, and I go through and I try to show love. So, and if you do want to book a personal reading with me, whether that be a general psychic reading, a past life Akashic reading, a vent sesh, whatever it is, you can find all the information down below. 4 of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the 5 of Swords. 4 and 5 is 9. There is a massive headache going on in their life around the people or situations or whatever that they've been holding on to. It's like they were clinging to situations and now they want to, like, release these situations. For some of them, they're releasing, but it's like there's a frustration that it's not, like, releasing, and, like, it's like they want, like, it done now. They want all of this out of their life, like, right this second, like, you know, but it's like a process for some of them. You know, maybe they live with the karmic, maybe they have to find a place to live or go, or, you know, maybe the masculine does, I don't know, or, you know, I have to get moving boxes, we have to separate our stuff, we have to figure out, you know, bills, we have to, it's very, with this right here, it's the 3D, okay, with the Pentacles, it's about the 3D stuff that they were clinging to, holding on to, but now it's just like, I wish it would just disappear. I wish it would just go away. Like, you know, I do feel that they realized that they held back from you and that they sabotaged in a huge way. They're very, you know, anxious and worried for many of them, right? That they don't know exactly how it's going to go when they reach out or how the conversation's going to be. They feel that, you know, it's almost like I wouldn't blame my feminine if they wanted, like, to not talk to me because of the way that I've, you know, come in and out, breadcrumb, ghosted, you know. They're thinking of these things, right? But to a true divine connection, yeah, the feminine might have, you know, I don't want to say guards, but discernment. There's discernment there with the feminines, but, you know, they're opening these they're opening up to the masculines with open arms, right? Okay. You know, and for some of you guys, you've moved on, right? You know, maybe you have met someone, I don't know, you know, but for the majority of you guys here, I mean, this whole message is about, like, the income, you know, what's going on and stuff. So, you know, it always confuses me why people even watch the whole reading and then leave a comment of, like, oh, I've moved on, I don't want this person anyways. Well, clearly you do in some way, because it's triggering you. You watch the message, stop lying to yourself. You know, it's like that, you know. So, you know, or if it's, or like just comments, they'll watch like a reading like this, and then I see comments like, that person cheated on me, that's a narcissist, I don't want that person back. You know, again, not your message. No need to leave a comment. It's not your message. I am talking about a divine love and counterpart. This is not someone who drained your bank account, called you the B word, flipped you off, stole all your money, you know, slept with your sister and your best friend, and blah, 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 right? This is not that. This is someone who You guys ignited beautiful things within each other. There's been a separation, but it's not toxic. What they've been in, or what maybe some of you guys have been in, is toxic. Okay, they're worried, you know, that too much time has passed, that they've been dragging their heels, and that, you know, again, they may get the sword, you know, Queen of Swords energy, you know. They feel shame because for some of them, they, you know, were in family dynamics, boyfriend, girlfriend, marriage, I don't know, where they maybe, you know, they went back to this life and you knew about it, and they know that you know how toxic it is, you know, so there's embarrassment, there's shame, but the feminines are not judging. Like true divine feminine energy, again, let me reiterate for the people in the back, it's an unconditional love, no conditions. Feminines have inner strength, they have self-dignity, respect, and they can see things from much higher perspectives, but they're not sitting here pointing their fingers and judging the masculines for what they've been having to do to clear karma and heal. They understand. They get it. You have the free will, though, feminine, right? To say yes or no. I'm open or I'm not. Okay? But like I said, if you're still tuning in and you're watching this message, you're open. You're open to receiving. But anyways, they know that they were in a false 10 of Pentacles. You know, maybe they feel embarrassed too. Like, you know, through word of mouth or on social media or whatever, you know, it was portrayed like they were in this, like, you know, happy dynamic and everything was hunky-dory and all of it's all good, right? You know, all happiness over here. We are best friends and soulmates and lovers, and you know, it's just woo, right? It was the exact opposite. All right, that's why they feel like this over this in their life. Okay, that's why they're like, I wish I could just cut ties and boom, snap my fingers and everything is just done, you know. But you know, for those of you guys, which are most of you guys, myself included, if you have been in a karmic relationship where you are that entwined with each other's lives on a daily basis, living together, bills, you know, just daily things, whatever it is, it can take some time to untangle yourself from it, right? Not too much time, you know, like, but it can take some time. It's understandable. Okay, but all they want right now is, you know, again, what I'm getting is like, I wish I would have just, basically, I wish I could do things differently. I wish I could go back in time, right? Well, you know, this is not, you know, I was going to say The Land Before Time, but that's not the right movie. Back to the Future, where, you know, you could just jump in the time machine and, right? But essentially, now I'm hearing Cher, if I could turn back time, if I could find a way. Holy shit. There's the clock of the tarot. Literally as I'm singing that. Okay? Two of Wands, they've been looking out to a new path. They've been looking out to their future. Even in this cards, the Oracle, it said, you know, future thinking is what that one card said. Future thinking. There it is. Mapping things out, daydreaming, fantasizing, thinking about you, a future with you, what it would be like to be in a 10 of Pentacles with you and not the person that they've been with. They've always wanted that with you guys. They've always wanted it. They've always known. There's always been a deep inner knowing, just like with you, with the deep inner knowing. And now it's time, literally, okay? The World card indicates completion. It's like the universe letting us know here, and the Divine Masculine, that on their end, there is completion happening. Whether it's integrated into the 3D yet or not, in their mind, in their heart, in their soul, whatever karmic loops that they've been going around and around and around in, the lesson has been learned. That there's that completion. No matter what is going on in the physical, they're letting us know right here, it's over. In the masculine's mind, heart, and soul, the lesson has been learned. They recognize fully what they've done, where they've been, and they recognize fully where they want to go and what they want to do. Okay. You know, for some of you guys, the DM might just come forward and want to clear air, have a conversation, make amends. They may want to be single. They may choose a different path. I don't know. Again, no one on the face of this planet can tell you a guarantee. But I will say that this is about as close as a guarantee as I can get as things coming full circle. As above, so below. And it's been coming through so strongly recently in messages. And then I start singing turn back, you know, if I could turn back time, and you get the world card and the Wheel of Fortune together. That is saying, yeah, karmic lessons have been learned for sure. This person is creating the change that they wish to see in their reality. They are moving on from these old cycles. They are completing. It is done. Right now, there's an integration of the 5D into their 3D, meaning everything they feel and know and are envisioning and manifesting and what they know in their soul to be true, everything, they are bringing it down and they are taking steps to make this reality and real. Meaning, I've known that I wanted to leave this situation or this karmic for some time. I haven't been happy for some time. I realized months ago that this was something, you know, that is going to end. This is something that I'm not meant to be in for the rest of my life. Like, I've always known there was an expiration date here, but I kept entertaining. I kept pushing, you know, putting it on the back burner. I kept maybe hoping maybe it will change, you know, la, 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 la. They finally have learned. They finally learned without a shadow of a doubt, 1,010%. It's not, it's over. The lesson has been learned. There's movement happening. And then we end with the Death card. We end with the Death card. 3 major arcanas is how we're ending this. This is the transformation. I think I said last week, like a week ago in one of my collective messages, I said, pay attention, my loves, to how often right now you see, 1, the Death card energy for sure, but more than anything, the Phoenix. You're going to see the Phoenix references, Phoenix rising, the Phoenix rising from the ashes. You're going to hear readers talking about it. You're going to see it on, you know, one card pools on Instagram where they just take a picture of the card and give you a channeled message of the Phoenix. You're going to see Phoenix references, whatever it is. Just the other day, and I posted it on the community page after I shared about this. So, you know, I keep talking about it, and I said it in a collective message like a couple days ago, and then boom, that, you know, that night or whatever, went on YouTube. Right at the top, my very first thing right there is a channel I don't subscribe to, some frequency channel, and boom, right there is the Phoenix rising from the ashes frequency. Okay, that's what I mean. It's symbolic of you. You're going through the massive shifts, massive transformations, level ups, glow ups, all the things. This is for you guys too. We all embody the masculine and feminine, right? So there could be parts of these messages, even if we're talking about your DM or the DM, that resonate with your own inner masculine or your own life. I certainly resonate with a lot of it like that too. You are right. You are the Phoenix rising. You have been rising. It's about like the 2 phoenixes coming together now. That's what I get. It's the masculines. They've gone through the cocoon phase, emerged from the cocoon, and now it's about 2 butterflies meeting together. Caterpillar cannot mate with the butterfly, right? So they had to go through that transformation. Death to be rebirthed, to be transformed into the butterfly so that you guys were the same frequency and level. And now it's butterfly to butterfly, and it is beautiful, and it is time, all right? Again, when I say it is time, I mean for the majority of you tuning in, yeah, over the month of September, it could happen today, it could happen this week, it could happen this weekend, okay? But this Phoenix rising and this coming into union energy, we're going to keep seeing it from this time, okay, through the 1010 portal, and even after that. I'm going to say from this time through the 1111 portal, but I think for a lot of you guys, like, there's something happening in the month of September to about halfway into October. I don't know. I just feel like this it's very miraculous. And then we have the blue moon, which is miraculous energy, right? In just a few days. Happens once in a blue moon energy. It's miraculous. It's a miracle. That's this. It's very enchanting, very magical. There is magic in the air, and we witness that right here, right? Okay. I am called to just pull just a couple before we go. A message from the DM, since I'm already this is already such a long channeled message. But you know what? It's all good. There's just so much coming in, you guys. I have to get it out. Otherwise, my throat chakra is going to get blocked. So, you know, if you watch till the end, thank you, my loves, for being here. If you're still here watching this, this message is yours. If you're still here watching this, this message is yours. Because the people who this message is not for, they will get bored with the message. They will skip through the reading forward, but, you know, trying to find it. I mean, yeah, and it could be parts that resonate. But if this is your message, the whole thing is going to resonate, and you won't stop watching until it's over. See, my point exactly. You are the one that I want to spend my life with. That's what I said. That's what I said with this. They've been in a false 10 of Pentacles, and they know it. There is regret, embarrassment, and shame around that. But again, the feminine is not judging the masculine like that. The feminine knows why the masculines have been going through what they've been going through. And the feminine knows they have free will. There's nothing forcing them to wait for this person or to, you know, like, we shouldn't be waiting on anyone ever anyways. But yeah, there it is. But I said, they know that they want this with you. They want the 10 of Pentacles with you. This is a very auspicious time of destiny hitting in your lives. You're the one that I want to spend my life with. So much has been hidden. Someone has gotten readings about you. For some of you guys, that's a karmic energy. If the DM for some, okay, this is not going to be for everybody. This is going to be for a group of you guys. But those of you guys who this part is for, you'll know it because you've felt it and thought of it too. For some of you guys, the karmic was suspicious. For some of you guys, the karmic caught wind of your guys' past together, or they just have an intuitive feeling about things, whatever it is. For some of you guys, the karmic went and maybe got a reading about their connection, their relationship. I'm getting massive chills up the left side of the leg, which is the feminine side, meaning this could be literally where they just wanted to pull on you. All right. Now, I hope that any true divine reader is going to know that's a no-no. You don't do that. You do not peek in on someone else's energy that is not giving you permission like that, right? When karmic energy comes through, like in a collective message, it's not like a personal reading, right? If it was a client of mine who was coming in and it comes through the message to me, to us, to the collective, not the other way around when it shows up. If it was a personal reading where someone came to me and let's say they have like a twin flame situation and their DM is in a third party and my client says to me, can you pull on the karmic? I would say no. And those of you guys who ever had a reading with me who've asked that, you know, that's no way. Now, what I can pull on is the DM situation and the overall energy between maybe them and the karmic. But pulling on the karmic, spying on the karmic, nope. No way, no how. Nope. If it comes through naturally, a message, that's different. But again, that kind of stuff, no. So I hope that all readers would be that way, but I know that they're not. So I do feel that for some of you guys, a karmic, like, you know, went to a reader and the reader dug in on you and the situation, right? But anyways, the masculine too. They've been watching maybe tarot readings here online, on YouTube, maybe TikTok, whatever, but you know, and maybe they even went and got a reading for verification. Now, what I'm receiving is that if they went and got a reading about, is this person my twin flame or a soulmate or something that's supposed to be in my life, please confirm. They went to a reader who was, I'm getting a pretty good reader, but they went to a reader who did confirm that in fact to them, okay? But not everyone's person went and got a full-blown reading done. They just watch readings just like you. They were led to the tarot on YouTube. Maybe they started out watching their own zodiac sign, just trying to, you know, and every single message or thing that they saw, it confirmed very strongly for them. So boom, confirmation. And if that was a karmic that, you know, that got readings done about their own, you know, between them and the masculine, you know, for me, it brought forth confirmation of, yeah, actually your person is a twin flame, and that is a divine counterpart to them, and you guys are karmic together. You speak to me through music. All right, so they're receiving, you know, music about you, but you're receiving a lot of music about them right now. More beautiful. I love it. The angels are so present today. I mean, they always are, but the Orbeez are really showing up. Karmic girlfriend or boyfriend is jealous of you. Okay, there it is. Holy shit. And look at this, bottom of the deck. There it is, okay? Again, confirming what I just got done channeling, possibly for some of you guys, about a reading. Maybe the karmics are watching YouTube readings. Maybe they're both sitting in different rooms in the house at the same time watching YouTube readings about you, this, that, them, and the other. Okay, so bottom of the deck here, you can't make it up. Jealous karmic wants to message you. This card came out the other day. Again, a heads up. You know, for me, divine feminine who's in the Empress energy would never even interact with that kind of energy. Someone, you know, reaching out and trying to, you know, a feminine would just be like, I do not have time for this, you know. I send love, but no thank you. You know, they probably, I wouldn't even open it. I would just delete it. But okay, this is letting you know that, yeah, your intuition is right. That, yeah, some of them, they're eyeing you. Some of them, they watch you religiously. Some of you, they're trying to be you. They copy you. They mimic you. They study you, you know. But the Empress energy, high frequency energy, it's not something that can be faked. It's not something that can be, you know, you can't act like the Empress. Like, look at Spirit showing up again. I love it. It is a frequency. It is a frequency that you rise into. You don't wake up one day and go, oh, I'm going to be the feminine today. I mean, the Empress energy today, you know? I mean, sure, you could try to embody like more self-love in your life and things like that, but you know, it is a frequency. Okay. For some, it's, you know, the karmic, this is all about the ending between them and the karmic too. So for a lot of you guys, the karmic has been jealous of you. The karmic has been very triggered by you or by someone else from their past or by just anyone in general that they've ever dated. A lot of insecurity, a lot of triggering, a lot of jealousy, you know, drama. And then look at, I'm head over heels in love with you, but I am stressing out about reaching out. I'm ready to manifest with you. One more. I'm in deep regret and very sad. Yeah. Yeah. So they are stressing out again, like I said, but this is kind of for me, like why there's so much, you know, not why, but one of the reasons why there's a lot of like shit hitting the fan right now between the DMs and karmic situations is because of the jealousy that karmics are projecting. And because of just whatever's going on, and the masculines are just over it. They're just done with it. They have ascended beyond it. They realize this is so wild. Like, I cannot believe I've been entertaining this for so long, you know? And again, it could be directly stemming from the fact that they intuitively feel or know that the masculine is not, that they're in love with someone else. They've got love for someone else, and it's not them, you know? They may have love towards the karmic and have love for them in one way or the next, but it's never going to be that unconditional divine love that you guys share. It's not ever. So, you know, that could be a hard pill to swallow, right? So this is where they're at. So anyways, I love you guys. Again, thank you for being here with me. I know this is kind of a longer one, but hey, I channel till I'm done, right? So thank you again. And thank you for all of your love and support. Thank you for every like, comment, every time you guys share me, the channel, anyone, you know, with anyone, anything, anywhere. You are so loved. You are so held. Again, like I always say, like we tap our heart and we send people love. You know, there's a lot of triggered energy right now. There's a lot of people projecting right now. You know, I myself have experienced it, especially over the last, you know, several days or week, right? Just around the time Mercury went full retrograde, like, you know, through one way or the next. Last Mercury retrograde, I just shut off all the comments. While Mercury was in retrograde, I was called to do that to protect my energy. You know, if I feel called during this retrograde, I will. At this point, it's fine. I haven't been feeling the need to or whatever, but just be aware of that, you know, we have 7 planets almost in retrograde. We have, you know, Mercury rules communication. So there could be a lot of that, like just nasty shadow energy being projected upon people. You know, so anyways, my loves, just stay in a frequency of love, kindness, compassion, and you will be all good. All right. Just allow things to flow through. Things that come up, allow it to flow through. I surrender. I'm not sitting and stewing over this or holding on to this or, you know, getting myself worked up over this. Okay. All right. So I love you guys so much. Namaste. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. Divine union time. Divine union time. Get ready. Love you.